Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Have you ever thought about teaching spiritual programs? Would you like to offer these programs to your community, to your clients, but you just don't know where to start? Well, the cool thing is several years ago, many moons ago, I completed a master's program on HR development, which is all about learning how do you design courses, how do you create content, how do you deliver it. And so I have written a program, a class on course design and delivery. And what I'm doing is I'm merging that business mind that I had, that educational collegiate teachings, into my understanding of spirituality, how to present spiritual classes, understanding of adult learning. Please understand that when I did teach college courses, I was definitely recognized for my delivery style. I actually earned a recognition of Rookie of the Year in my first couple years of teaching, which was really surprising to me because I had no idea. But the people that were mentoring me, coaching me, actually sitting in on my classes were very impressed with my teaching style. And after opening a center in 2017, I've been teaching spiritual classes, designing them, creating content, writing books for them, all of that for all of these years. And I think the one thing that my students say is they love my style, my approach, and my delivery. So I have created a series course, which is 4 classes. It's actually 8 modules where I take you through the step of how do you design your content? What do you need to think about? What do you need to create? How are you going to deliver that? So module 1 is all about content. How are you going to create it? What do you need to understand about adult learning styles? What do you need to consider in regarding content? What are some of the methods that you can do that? Module 2 is all about program structure. How do you structure it? How do you get organized? Module 3 is how do you get your students engaged, where they're actively listening and they're not falling asleep, where you're creating a program that they're excited about. Module 4 is how are you going to set up your program? What are some things that you need to consider in your room setup, in your room design, and what you bring things together. Then the module 5 is all about the program offerings. Are you going to do in-person, online, both? Are you going to do cohorts? Are you going to do hybrid programs? What does all that mean? And how do you create realistic expectations for your program? We're also going to talk about pricing. So how do you price your class? How do you understand cost and revenue analysis? Like, when do you start really returning a profit on your classes? Because in my experience, usually when you teach a new class the first year or two, you're not really going to pull in a lot of revenue because you got to invest in the supplies and the books and the content. There's a lot of investment that occurs if you're really delivering a very valuable, structured program. And then our module 7 is all about how you're going to market it. What is a media packet? How do you get on podcasts? What are some ideas of marketing? How do you create videos? What does that look like? And of course, the last module in the series is you should always be evaluating your classes. Do they need to be updated? Do you need to discontinue them? Do you need to add new ones? What are the students saying about your classes? And how do you measure success? And what are you going to do to create that feedback? This is going to be an amazing program. Please understand that if you take it online only, you're going to be required to videotape your lectures, your speaking opportunities, because I'm going to give you a homework assignment where you have to work on delivery, cost analysis, how do you do storytelling? So all of that comes into play. Now, this is going to be a summer class that I offer in person at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts. So it'll be offered in June, July, and August, a 4-class series. And yes, you must take all the classes. Now, our first offering as we come out of the gate is going to be a pilot program, which means that with that pilot program, it's going to be offered at a lower cost. Once we move through the pilot program, we're going to raise the cost of this program as we get it fine-tuned and it's all set. So what does that mean for you? You want to hop on the wagon pretty early and get into this class before I finalize the final class, because the price will go up after we have launched and done a couple pilots. So thank you so much for watching this video. If this is something that you will be interested in, please go to the website link below. You'll see where it's located on the website. Sign up early because this one's going to sell out. Everybody's interested in doing the in-person class, and it has limited space. So I hope to see you in the class this summer on course design and delivery.